The passenger ship from... You know that Xingqiu will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go!
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Irodori Festival. We'll be your guides, and we'll take you on to the yacht. Huh? Is it Paimon, or have we met somewhere before?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers. The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild... We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and...
Oh! Speaking of which, where's the...
Master, he's,
Whoa! Xingqiu's just sitting there.
Whoa. It's the Traveler and Paimon. I presume you're guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross...
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Irodori Festival.
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I find... yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation. Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there, but...
Oh, let Paimon have a look. Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before.
The story you found before?
Oh, yeah! In the warehouse down by the poem hunt competition! Yeah, that's it! A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Irodori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance...
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Hey! It's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Kelks in person?
Huh? Oh, yeah! You could say...
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma just a few days later. Word then came that Calx would be busy painting. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together.
Don't worry, Shinjo. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with... But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work... Oh my! I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Shincho's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's...
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that...
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shinjo act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kassen?
Huh? Oh. Oh, I understand the story now.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together...
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss...
Well...
Do you have other plans, Shinjo?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining...
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack...
Huh? No way!
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler.
Huh? Shincho's suspicious.
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on...
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some... Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who No way! That can't be right!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma... Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather.
Are you saying that Shincho...
Yes, that is indeed...
But how could Shincho be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do...
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story...
Oh? Could Shincho be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter. Good. Then let's head to...
Get out of here! Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
don't see anyone suspicious around.
Oh, this whole thing's starting.
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving, since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant?
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his Albedo, what should we talk?
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time.
Is that so?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi, do you have any special recommendations?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring the...
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling...
Oh, this might be some useful information.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about...
Well, I've never embarked on such a long journey before, though I was quite excited when we set up.
Speaking of the journey, did anything... No...
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the trip with
Well, that didn't tell us much. By the way, Xingqiu, what...
Oh, I was reading a novel called Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was...
Didn't you feel dizzy while reading on...
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Don't forget, I'm proficient in the arts of the...
Well, there doesn't seem to be any...
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance... However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far. Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with...
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor. You must give great thought to every detail. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying out...
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now. But
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincere... My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the